like working with Bill and Kevin?
Oh, I mean, I had more scenes with Bill. My respect for him, both as an actor and now that I've met him, had the pleasure of meeting him and hanging out with him, my respect has just grown leaps and absolute bounds for him. I have so much respect for him. He's an amazing actor and really funny. He has like cracks and jokes, and I've been in tears and fits of laughter. He's hilarious.
Stood alongside Costner and Paxton, and acting in a movie with them, in a saloon bar with a cowboy hat on and two peacemakers. It doesn't get better. It's dream boy stuff. I've had the most extraordinary journey of the last 6 months with this ride, and the great thing about it is the American audience have heard about the Hatfield and McCoys, but they don't know the story. And finally, the American public are going to get to hear the true tale.
It's a chance to do a Western. I got to do Tombstone a few years ago, and I did another one called Frank and Jesse. And I don't know, I grew up watching a lot of Westerns, and this one's, even though it's set in Kentucky and West Virginia, I guess it's called an Eastern, but I was excited when I heard that Kevin Costner was interested in me to play opposite him. I think he's done some great Westerns. I loved Open Range and Dance with Wolves. So it was kind of a natural thing. And the History Channel, I've got to say, they've really upped the ante with this. This is a full-blown big movie with an A-list, group of actors, and it looks big. We went to Romania to shoot it. So I think I'm hoping it creates more jobs and opportunities like this.
What was it like working with Kevin and Bill?
Really good. I mean, I can't say enough good things about either one of them. They created such a positive working environment and really made it a team effort.
As a young actor, what skills did you pick up from them?
So many. Both of them, one thing that was really cool about both of them is they've both been on the other side of the camera. They both directed and done it very well. And they have a really profound understanding of the technical side of acting and what lens is on, where the camera is located, how that's going to affect the shot, and how that might nuance your performance or not. I have very little understanding of this, and it's something that I need to know more about. And getting to watch them in action doing that was really, really good.
I've been a huge fan of both of them since I was a little girl, so to be able to work with them was incredible. And, somebody like Mayor Winningham, who I was familiar with but didn't really know as much, I fell in love with her. She's just incredible, and I feel like I learned so much being on set with them.
One, as a kid from Texas and loving Westerns, and this is the genre I always wanted to be a part of. And so these guys are masters at it. So I had to balance doing my job and then just kind of watching in awe of them, trying to mimic everything that they did. So,
as a Southern boy, did you help your co-stars land the accent?
It did. Sometimes I'd find them just sort of sitting there listening. Kind of like as I'm eating lunch, talking to someone, or talking to my dad on the phone. I did what I could, I guess.
How familiar were you with this story of Hatfield and McCoys before signing on for the film?
I had a good working knowledge of the Hatfield and McCoys, the history, but as we did our research, obviously things were coming to light.
Were you one of the first people to sign on, or did you join the cast because of Bill Paxton?
No, I think I was the first person to sign on.
Great. Are you a true history buff?
Well, I don't know what a true history buff is. I'm thrilled with history, so I enjoy reading about it and the good and bad of how this country came to be.
And who did you consult with to keep this an honest telling of the story?
Well, I start first and foremost with the document that we were going to make. I had to see if I was fundamentally in sync with what I was reading. And then I also understand the leaps that theatrical presentations have to make, combining characters sometimes. But I found that our aim was very true about what we were trying to do. Certainly in history, there's some things that no one will ever know, and you just have to make the leap of faith about what you're doing based on human behavior, and that's what I do.
Did you enjoy getting in costume for the period piece?
Yeah, I've never been a Halloween guy, but I love this one. I love the guns, I love the beard, and I love the hat.
And you're even sporting some cowboy boots today.
Some boots?
Yeah, some boots today.
You almost don't find me when I'm not in these.
And
that's not a scoop.
And Real real quick, one last question.
Sure.
Did you get to see Bobby Christina speak last night at the Billboard Music Awards?
I did see her speak.
Any comments on how eloquently she was able to speak about her mom?
Well, listen, that's a hard song for me to listen to anymore also. So I kind of just walked out of the room, but I saw, I was glad that she was out in public.